Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad that you're here, and if you're new, welcome. If you end up enjoying this content, take a minute to subscribe because I'd love to have you as part of this family. Before we get started, I want to say a quick word about Static Glam Magnetic Lashes. I'm currently wearing them. I purchased Angel and I'm absolutely loving these lashes. I'm going to put the link to their website in the description box along with a code so you guys can save some money. Now in this video, it's actually a tag video and I was tagged by Paola Bianka, and she is a wonderful fragrance reviewer. I'm going to go ahead and put a link to her channel in the description box. And I just want to thank Paola for tagging me in this video. It's a great idea. Now, originally, I think the people that started this entire tag is Perfume Lover 80 and AI the Great. And what this tag is are my perfumes that are either in a black bottle or have the black lid. And these are 5 of my perfumes from my collection that fit into this category. So let's just get right on into it. All right, the first perfume that I'm going to be talking about is My Burberry Black by Burberry. This came out in 2016, and I really like the House of Burberry. They create some amazing fragrances. This one, it's been around for about 4 years, and it's not till recently that more and more people are starting to talk about it. I don't know why they haven't really talked about it sooner, but maybe now people are appreciating this beautiful fragrance for what it is. And this is a beautiful, sweet, gourmand fragrance, but it's not one of those perfumes that's overly sweet. It doesn't have that juvenile, young kind of sweetness. It's more of a grounded, sophisticated sweetness. It's got some warmth to it, some creaminess. It feels and smells really, really expensive. And it just is an all-around sensuous fragrance. Now the notes in this, I absolutely love the notes in here. It has the jasmine in the top, and in the middle you're getting that candied rose and the peach nectar, and that is such a beautiful combination. And I'm not one that really likes rose perfumes per se, but the way it's done in this is so beautiful, and that candy rose in here is absolutely stunning. And you do get that peach, that nectar, that real sweetness. It's almost like a buttery kind of sweetness, that creaminess. And then in the base you have amber and patchouli, and that amber gives it a little bit of that woodiness. And then the patchouli, I love patchouli. I don't like fragrances that are overdosed of patchouli, but if you get some of that patchouli, I actually do like that. And it's nice to have in your perfumes because patchouli is known to make your fragrances last longer. Hence, the longevity on this is really good, 6 to 8 hours. And that is really good for perfume, guys. I know a lot of people say that they have other perfumes, or this perfume lasts 12 hours, or this one 10. I think that's really rare. I think a perfume that lasts 6 to 8 hours is really, really good. I think if you put lotions on, you can probably get this to last 8 hours, maybe stretching to 10 if you're really stretching it, depending on your skin chemistry. But all around, very good longevity. As far as the projection, it's definitely past an arm's length. People around you are going to notice this fragrance for sure. And then as far as the trail that it leaves behind, it is warm, inviting, sensual. It's just an all-around gorgeous fragrance, and they've done a beautiful job creating this. All right, next on my list is Sinner by Kat Von D. This came out in 2017. Oh my gosh, is this an amazing perfume. I actually love the bottle. It's very goth looking, which kind of is like her personality. It's just this dark, deep type of fragrance. And guys, it's being discontinued. If you can get your hands on a bottle of this, I definitely recommend it. I got this at TJ Maxx. This is the 1.7 ounce. I think I paid $16.99. So if you do see Sinner, I think this is a fragrance that you're gonna like. If you like darker, deeper type fragrances, This definitely falls into that category and would be more for the fall winter. And I'll tell you why in a minute. It has to do with the notes in here. Now in the top, you're getting the mandarin orange, orange blossom, and plum. And it is, you really get this plum. And it's like those juicy, really ripe, dark plums. And it smells absolutely perfect. Now in the middle, you're getting some jasmine, white florals, and cinnamon. And that's where it feels festive to me, like something to wear over the holidays, that fall winter type of season. But it's done absolutely beautiful. The cinnamon with that plum and a little bit of the florals which are peeking through is such a nice combination. And then in the base you have patchouli, vetiver, musk, and vanilla. And I like the vetiver in this because vetiver can sometimes tend to be a little bit on the masculine side. So it does add a little bit of uniqueness into this. You get a little bit of that, get a lot of that vanilla, some of that patchouli, and then a little bit of that musk. But you really do in the opening get that plum, and it's absolutely beautiful. And that cinnamon. In the dry down you get more of the vanilla, the patchouli, and that muskiness with a little bit of that cinnamon. You still get that sweetness from the plum in there, but it's not quite as prominent as when you first spray this. This is such a gorgeous fragrance. Now, as far as longevity, I wish it lasts a lot longer. It's about 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours, I guess, on your chemistry. You probably will end up needing to respray this, but then again, I have not tried wearing lotion first and then putting this on. Maybe it'll last longer. It's gone up to about 6 hours on me, which is still pretty good. And then as far as the projection, it's about an arm's length. And then the trail this leaves behind is very seductive. It's very dark, very deep. Has a little bit of sweetness to it. Again, it's not overly sweet. It's just an all-around stunning fragrance. So if you can get your hands on one of these, I definitely recommend that for sure. All right, the next perfume I'm going to talk about is NUIT TRESOR by LANCOME, and this came out in 2015. And guys, when I first got this perfume, I sprayed it on. I loved it so much that I literally went back online and ordered another bottle. Now this one is the 1.7 ounce, and the other bottle that I ordered is the 2.4 or 2.5 ounce. That's how much I love this. Now, the bummer is where I live, you can't get this in the store. You have to buy it online. I ended up buying mine on Macy's because I always get gift cards to Macy's. Now you can get it for less, I believe, on fragrancenet.com. And guys, I forgot, there is a code that I'll put in the description box. If you shop on fragrancenet.com, you guys can save an additional 30%. And no, this video is not sponsored by them. I just remembered as I'm talking that I do have a discount for you guys. If you like to shop on fragrancenet.com, I'll get you that discount. I love the notes in this. It is so feminine. It is just done so beautifully. I love the black rose in here. It's got the Tahitian Vanilla Absolute, incense, papyrus, patchouli, lychee, and praline. Now, some people don't like incense in their perfumes, but I actually don't mind it in this perfume. With all the other notes in here, they intermingle so beautifully that you don't really get bombarded with that incense. You do get the vanilla in there. I definitely pick up the lychee, which is the sweet tropical fruit. And then in the dry down, you get more of that praline. You get that vanilla orchid absolute. And that incense, it stays throughout, but it is not overpowering whatsoever. Now, I don't really pick up much of the papyrus. As far as the longevity, this is a great long-lasting fragrance. When I say great, 6 to 8 hours, guys, that is actually really good. Could be longer on some people, might be shorter on others. Again, chemistry plays a big role. As far as the projection, definitely past an arm's length. This one has some power when you first spray it, but it does definitely come into within an arm's length. And then it gets, obviously, as time goes by, as most perfumes do, it gets a little bit closer to the body, but people are still going to be able to smell it on you. And then as far as the trail it leaves behind, it is a very beautiful, seductive, sweet, sweet, grown up type of a fragrance that's gonna make people remember you. It's one of those fragrances that definitely stands out as unique, and people will remember you by this perfume. Are you guys ready for the next perfume? That is Pure Excess by PACO RABANNE. This came out in 2018, and I really do like this perfume. I've done a review on this in the past, and I actually had some people comment that they weren't too keen on the popcorn note. They were afraid that maybe they're gonna smell like movie theater popcorn. No, you guys don't have to worry. You're not gonna smell like a bucket of movie theater popcorn. The note in this is more like a gourmand popcorn, maybe a kettle corn, caramel corn, and it isn't overpowering. You do get a little bit of that popcorn in there, but it definitely fades with time, and especially in the dry down. It is an all-around really nice fragrance. I actually like it. I like that it's different than a lot of the fragrances I have. It's not one of those sweet fragrances. So if you're looking for something really sweet, definitely this is not on the sweet side. It's not salty either. It's a little bit more maybe on the savory side. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the notes with you right now. It's got the ylang ylang in there. Of course, the popcorn note is in there. Again, it's more of a gourmand type of popcorn. You're getting the vanilla, sandalwood, and then the ambrette seeds. Now what happens when this perfume starts to dry down, you're gonna pick up more of the sandalwood, the vanilla, and you're gonna get a little bit of that popcorn in there, but not a lot. It's just gonna make it to where this perfume smells unique. Like people can't quite figure what is that smell. It smells really, really good, but there's something about this perfume that they can't quite put their finger on, and that is that popcorn note that kind of stays throughout. And then they have that ambrette seed in here, which definitely adds some uniqueness as well. Now again, this is not a very sweet perfume. However, it is done really nice in the dry down. Again, it has a little bit of that warmth to it, a little bit of powderiness, but not a lot. Obviously, I'm not smelling the dry down right now. I'm just smelling the notes. But it all around is a really nice perfume. Now, as far as the longevity, it's pretty good. It's about 6 hours, and then the projection is about an arm's length, and then it gets closer to the body, but people will still be able to pick up this perfume. And then it leaves behind a very interesting, a very unique, very, very nice fragrance. It's definitely gonna have people asking, what are you wearing? Because it is that different in a good way. So it's an all around really nice fragrance. They've done a very nice job with this. So I'm all around very pleased to have this one in my collection. All right, last but certainly not least is Donna Born in Roma by Valentino. This came out in 2019, and I absolutely love this perfume. As you can see, I definitely get a lot of use from this, and this has to be one of the best perfumes I have in my collection. It's one of the first ones I had, and definitely something in this one that I'm just drawn to all the time. Now, as far as the notes in this, it's got 3 different types of jasmine in there. It's got vanilla bourbon, and then it has pink pepper, and then it has like a woody overdose. Now, when I spray this perfume, when I wear it, I definitely get this smoky vibe to this, and I'm not talking like an ashtray kind of smokiness. It's just this really just yummy, smoky fragrance that mixes with that boozy kind of vanilla bourbon in there, and it just, the combination about this perfume is just absolutely exquisite. And the jasmine in here is really nice too. You're getting that 3 different types of jasmine, and it just mixes so well together that you get the flower notes in there, but it's not overly floral. It's just kind of overtaken by this delicious boozy vanilla and this smoky vibe. Now, there is no tobacco in here. I just love this. As far as the longevity, it has really good longevity, 6 to 8 hours. The projection is really, really nice on this. You're gonna get past an arm's length for the first couple of hours, and then it'll start coming closer to your body. But people around you within your bubble will still be able to smell you. And then as far as the trail that it leaves behind, I think is just absolutely feminine, intoxicating. It is beautiful. It has that smokiness, guys. Like I said, I don't know where that comes from, but in my opinion, I think it's beautiful with the boozy vanilla. So all around, gorgeous fragrance. If you haven't tried this one and you get a chance, definitely go out to one of the perfume counters, get a sample of this, spray it on your wrist, wear it. I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. It's an absolute beauty. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to hear from you guys. What is your longest lasting perfume in your collection? I do read my comments and I am very curious because I love researching perfumes that last a long time. And who knows, I may end up purchasing one of your suggestions and review that later on in a future video. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch my video. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay beautiful. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know the next time that I upload. See you soon.